Okay, so hey there, Base Squad. This is YouTuber's One Anime Time here. Also known as Asian Music Base Plus on my Asian Music Base Plus on my main channel. Go subscribe to me on that channel if you guys aren't already, and subscribe to me on here. But anyways, guys, I kind of been having kind of a semi-bad day, and today I decided, why not try to do a stream? Hopefully, things will get a little better. So in today's live stream, we're going to be doing a quick talk to you guys about whether or not you guys should be grading your Pokemon cards. So today's video, we're going to be talking to you guys about Pokemon cards, and we're going to go tell you guys whether or not your cards should be getting graded yes or no. So let's get started, shall we? I will be closing the view for a bit. You won't be seeing the screen for a little bit because I'm going to be typing in some personal information on the PSA website. So we're going to close the window capture screen until I sign in. But how are you guys doing, everyone? Is everyone enjoying the day? Hopefully you guys are having a better day than me. Basically, like at my working place, we have so much problems going on and we're trying to fix them, but it's just so much to fix that it's just becoming too much. But anyways, guys, here we go. We're at the PSA website. I just signed in. We're going to show, we're gonna go back here. Okay, so we're gonna go show you guys my cards that I recently sent off to get graded at PSA. I got one of my cards back at a PSA 6, but we're gonna talk to you guys about the other cards that I sent off to get graded, and we're gonna talk to you guys about whether or not it is worth grading your cards. Now today we're gonna be talking to you guys about one other set of cards that just recently got done with grading. So we're going to show you guys the grades for these cards right now. So as you see, we got a Dark Gyarados. I don't have the card on me right now, but the Dark Gyarados is at a very good, excellent 4. So it got graded a PSA 4. PSA 4 is a very low grade. It's not the lowest grade out of all the ones that we sent in. Well, we sent in some other ones that were a lot less worse grade. We also have a 1999 Pokemon Game 8 Machamp holographic Machamp first edition at an excellent 5. So that's a PSA 5, which is actually pretty low considering the dude told me that he thought the card would get like a 6 or 7 at most, but no, it got a 5. And the worst condition card out of all the cards that we sent in, I sent in a 2016 Pokemon XY Evolution 11 Charizard Reverse Follow. So reverse follow Charizard, and that one got graded a good 2, so PSA 2. Now PSA 2 is the second lowest grade you could possibly get for a Pokemon card, or just any card in general. The lowest grade you can possibly get is a PSA 1. Now, granted, there is no such thing as a PSA 0, but there kind of is, because if you think about it, like let's say you send a card in to get graded and it's a complete fake card, then basically they won't grade it at all. They will send it back and tell you it's a fake. So I guess you can kind of consider that a PSA 0. I don't really consider it a PSA 0. I'm just considering it as a non-graded card. But anyways, yeah, man. So is your cards worth grading, and when should you grade your cards and when shouldn't you grade your cards? Well, let me tell you guys this, man. Like basically, if the card has been dealt out to a lot of people, like let's say like people are buying and reselling a certain card, if they're buying and reselling the cards, I would not recommend getting the card graded, because most likely it won't come back a high grade. Unless the person has kept them in the binder their whole entire time, never took it out of the binder once, left them in the binder in pristine condition, then you should grade the card. If your cards have been dealt around, you guys have your cards have been moved from place to place, then I honestly would not recommend grading your card, because you send your card to get graded and it's been around the block. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be graded that high. Like, let me show you guys a card that will probably get a PSA 2 if I sent it in to get graded. Now, I'm not planning to get this card graded, but I'm gonna show you guys what a PSA 2 looks like. Like, this is not graded at PSA 2, but it probably would get a PSA 2 if I were to send it off to get graded. So that's why it is not getting graded whatsoever. This card right here. Now, you guys can't really tell from looking at the card very well, but you know, there are some indications why this card will get a PSA 2. And I want to kind of bring that points up to you as to why this card will get a PSA 2. Or possibly a PSA 1. I don't know if this is a 1 or a 2, but I know it's no more than probably a 3 at the most. It's nowhere higher than a 3. Because as you can see, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but as you can see, there's some dirt marks over there on the corner. So on the corner side, there's some dirt marks. So that's going to be the first indication why this card is going to be graded so low. Now, just looking at the card, you cannot tell anything by just looking at the card. You have to legitimately take the card out of its casing to really fully see the effect as to why this card will be graded PSA 2. Now, when you take this card out of the stuff, you can see there's a slight crease on the card right over here in this area over here, like a slight indent or something, like the card was bent a little bit or something, and you can kind of feel it. You can see it. It was either torn or whatever. Something happened, and it wasn't torn. It doesn't look like it was torn, but it looked like it might have been bent a little bit. So it's like a little bit bent over there, and you can kind of tell it's been bent. And so because of that being bent the way it is, it's going to be graded very low. And the other reason why is centering too. Centering is very key when grading your cards. Centering looks like it's pretty centered in this card. It's not too bad. Centering will probably get a 10, but the rest, or maybe a 9 at centering, at maybe a 9 or a 10. But as you can see, you can also see all the whitening on the card over here. All this whitening on the card means that it's been taken in and out of a sleeve like this, like the plastic sleeve like this, too many times. So because it's been taken in and out of the sleeve, it's not going to be graded as high because of it. That would drastically affect the value of the card. Now, would you want to grade a card like this that's in this kind of condition? Normally, I would say probably, most likely not. But sometimes, if it's a really rare card, like even if it's like let's say it's in a horrible condition, like a PSA 1, well, let's say it's the rarest card out there, like let's say it was like the first edition Charizard or anything like that, you know what I mean, something that's worth a lot. The first edition Charizards, even at a low PSA grade, it would still be worth twice the amount of money it would be if it was ungraded. Now, of course, you know, so that's why I would highly recommend to grade that card. But if it's a card like this, where this card is kind of still hard to get, but it's not that hard where it's going to be something where you have to get graded in order to get money out of the card, then I would not recommend grading this card. Like, for example, I have another card here. I have some common Pokemon cards. Like, I have an Onix, and I have some other common Pokemon cards. And so, would you grade an Onix? Would you grade an Onix at PSA if you knew it was gonna get a low PSA grade? Well, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't grade it because you know the card is gonna get low, and you could probably make just as much money getting it ungraded, selling it ungraded, as you would a graded card. You know what I mean? So. Like, for example, this card right here. This card right here is seen its better days. It's a common card. You can see all the problems with the card. As you can see, let me show you in the picture. You can see all the whitening in the back. You can see all the dirt around the card. And you already know this card will not get graded that high because of all the dirt and everything around it. Now, this is the 1995 card. This is a Seadra, and the 1995 Seadra would still sell as much. Like, you could probably make as much as you would if you grade this card. You know what I mean? But think about it, you're going to take a loss if you grade this card, because let's say the card is worth maybe $40 if it was grade a PSA 2 or 3 or whatever grade this card will probably get. Let's say this card got graded PSA 5 and it's worth about $30. Okay, $30 at PSA 5. I could probably get $30 for this one card just ungraded by itself. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Or maybe on. Now, this card will probably not really get $30 at PSA 5. It might get like a $10 at PSA 5 or something. You know what I mean? But I'm just using that as an example. You know what I mean? That some of these cards could actually be worth the same amount whether you grade them or not grade them. So, you just gotta kind of play it by ear and see which cards to really grade. Now, if you know it's gonna be like a PSA 10, and it's like, even if it's one of these common cards, like let's say like this Jinx was like in mint condition, which it's not, but let's say it was in mint condition and you know it would get a PSA 10 or a PSA 9. If you know for a fact that it's been in a binder, it's been kept out of harm's way, and you can guarantee it a high grade, I would recommend grading the card. If you cannot guarantee it a high grade, I would not recommend grading the card. I would recommend selling it for the raw value of the card itself, and you can get just as much money or more money selling the card just raw like this. So yeah, I learned my lesson. I sent in some cards that I thought was gonna probably get some decent grades, but they came out really low. Now, there is one other thing that I do want to mention with you guys about PSA and grading is make sure you put them in the right order when you do send them in, because mine took longer to get graded because of the fact that I put them in the wrong order. You know what I mean? So they got organized in the wrong order. So because they got organized and put in the wrong order, they're taking twice as long to grade the cards because of the fact that they need to go and they need to go make sure all the stuff is all put together, and you know, they gotta make sure that the grading the right cards at the right grade and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because each card is different, and making sure they get the tags on correctly for the right items and everything like that. So it takes them a bit longer. Now, they will charge you an extra fee if you do grade your card, if you do make any type of mistakes like that, like order-wise. And, you know, granted, I thought I put them in the right order, you know what I mean? But I guess PSA has a certain order as to which they want them in. I don't know if they want it, like, the card, like, I gotta figure it out. If they want like, let's say you're sending in multiple cards. I don't know if they want the first card that they're supposed to be grading or on the top, or first card they're supposed to be grading on the bottom. So it's go from descending order. You know what I mean? I don't know how they want it. I just put it where the card that was supposed to be graded first was at the top. The card that was supposed to be graded last is at the bottom. Don't worry, you guys. I did not have COVID. I just had a coughing fit for a second. But anyways, yeah, man. So basically, yeah, PSA is very strict when it comes to that kind of stuff. My dude Trent, the one that sold me most of my cards, told me that basically he thought that, you know, maybe PSA could just be doing this because they're pissed off because they gotta do all this extra work. But I don't think they do that. I think what they would do is they would just charge me an extra fee. And I believe I saw them mentioning that if there's any type of, if it's in the wrong order, saying they charge me an extra fee because it's in the wrong order. So I'm getting charged extra for it. And they already know which card I charged it on, so they're just going to tack on an extra fee to that card. Now, granted, not every single card is worth grading, so how would you really know which cards to grade and which cards wouldn't you grade? Now, if you can guarantee, even a junk card, like maybe like the most common card out there, like maybe like one of these cards right here, like the Ghastly, the Machoke, the Onyx, the Jinx, the Dragonair, any of these, even though they're super common and easy to find, you know what I mean, these cards might be still worth grading. Now, I might actually get some of these other signed cards graded and authenticated, just because I want the authentication for these cards. So probably when I do get the money, I'm gonna send these cards in to get graded and authenticated. So we're gonna do like grading and authentication. I don't know how much that's actually gonna cost. We'll actually go do a price check on it right now and see what it will cost to get see what these cards will actually cost to get graded and authenticated. So we're gonna try do grading and authentication. We're gonna go start my submission. We're not actually gonna submit this yet because I don't have money to submit this at the moment because I'm gonna be spending a lot of money to buy a brand new computer, as my boy Trent knows. But he did offer a good deal on a computer, but I'd rather buy a brand new one because his is supposedly brand new. I don't know what type of computer it is. It could be like a low grade junk computer for $200. You know what I mean? Like it could be like a computer like what I have right now for $200. You know what I mean? And the only reason why I'm really upgrading my computer right now is because basically this computer has been running out of space, and I also kind of wanted a gaming desktop for a long time. For a long time, I really wanted like a full on gaming desktop so I can start hardcore gaming. I want to go more into gaming and do that kind of stuff. And so that's why I'm buying a brand new gaming desktop. So I don't know when I kind of know when I'm gonna be getting it. I know I'm gonna be getting it for like Black Friday, but I just don't know like exactly when and stuff. But anyways, yeah, guys. So we're gonna go with full on authentication grading for these cards. So we're gonna go with a regular size card. We're gonna go with grading. So you want to get everything. You want to get the card authenticated and graded. Well, actually, no. We don't need like an authentication grade. We're just gonna go with this dual service Actually, no. You know what? Might as well do all three. So this is where we're gonna authenticate the autograph authentication. So we're gonna get the autograph authenticated, saying that yes, this card is actually signed by whoever it was signed by. We're gonna get autograph grade, so they're gonna grade the autograph, and then we're also gonna do on card authentication to authenticate the card, and then we're also going to get a card grade for this card. So we're going to see what the card get graded at. So let's get started, shall we? We're going to do this for all these cards right here. I'm not going to actually put them in right now, but we're going to put the declared value at, let's see. We're going to go with eBay right now. We're going to pull up the eBay sellers app. I'm actually going to close this for a second. We're going to go with the ebay.com sellers app. So boys and girls, we're gonna look for graded cards. We're gonna go with authenticated cards. So we're gonna go with signed energy card. We're gonna take out the PSA 10, and we're just gonna look for signed energy cards. We're gonna look for pricing. these cards we can say they're worth nowhere less than 100, less than this. So we're gonna put them at $50, and we're gonna put the declared. So we're actually gonna pull up this app here. I got an app on my camera feature called Bixby Vision on Samsung, and then we have the translation, and we're gonna translate the autograph right there. So we're gonna pull up the autograph. Okay, well that's kind of off because that's just telling me forced. Kobayashi. Megami Mitsu. So this is probably Megami. So I probably know who signed the card. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to type in this person's name and see what this card will get graded at. So we're gonna put we're gonna copy, we're gonna paste, and we're gonna search this up to see what the cards actually look like. So the different trainer cards, to make sure that these are what the cards actually look like, because we need to know that we're actually getting the actual right card. Because PSA will also ding you if you put the wrong name for the card. this one I can't really find in there, so this one we're gonna not grade this card until the dude can until my dude Trent can help me out get this card authenticated and graded. So until then, this card will not get graded, but we'll try some of the other ones and see. So we're gonna try to get one of these energy cards graded. So we're gonna go with 2013. So I'm just gonna clear this out and we're gonna search up this. So we actually have a plasma energy, so we're gonna get the plasma energy graded because I found the plasma energy first. So we're gonna do plasma energy here. I'm not gonna take it out of the binder just because. So we're gonna do we're gonna search a So we're actually going to take the name of this card right here. We're going to search this up on the PSA website. So we're going to copy and we're going to paste this name of the card right there. Okay, and then we're going to put the name of the autography over here, and we're going to put the declared value at probably, I'm going to say about 12. I'm just going to say on the high side, and we're just going to say $20, okay, because I don't think this card is actually worth more than $20, so we're going to put $20 on the card right here. Now we're gonna actually get, so we can actually say any crazy amount between 999 and below, and it would still be able to get grade. Now if we look at the card, I'm actually gonna pull the card out for effect over here. We can actually talk about the card and see who graded the card, or who signed the card and whatnot. So this card was signed by, hard to see because of the lighting here, so we're gonna use my phone lighting to try to bring it, hopefully get this a little bit bright. Bug graphics. But we're gonna try to switch this up anyways. We're gonna try to use the transition feature on here. Kobayashi. Someone named Kobayashi. So we can't get the full exact name, but so we would, let's say this is actually the person who actually did it. We'll hit save, and then we'll see the pricing would be at, input Kobayashi. Let's just say this was it. I don't really know if this is actually the person. We're gonna hit add, and then we're gonna hit save. And we will be at $50 to grade the card right then and there. So basically, guys, I'm actually planning to get these cards graded eventually, the signed Pokemon cards. I just don't know when, and I don't know how much it's gonna cost. So that's a battle for me to figure out another day, to figure out how much these cards are worth and whether or not we should grade these cards or not. But basically, guys, should you guys get your cards graded for Pokemon cards? Yes, I would highly recommend you get your cards graded, but make sure if you do grade your cards, that your cards are going to be graded at a high value. Before grading them, if you know they're going to be at a low value, sell them as is. It'll be the raw value. Raw value will still make you a good amount of money. Okay? People only want to see the cards graded if they know it's going to be like a really good card. But at a PSA 2, most people will not even think about buying a card. Unless it's an extremely rare card and hard to find, then people will buy it at a PSA 2. They'll buy it at any PSA grade over a raw value card any day. Unless, of course, you know, they look at the raw value card and you know the raw value card is in really great condition. Now, I do want to mention that I would highly recommend staying away from buying Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just any trading cards in general off of eBay, because you never know what people are going to ship you through the mail. And keep in mind that even though there is a protection on eBay where, like, basically someone screws you over and maybe it's saying that it wasn't supposed to be yours, or maybe the card wasn't great, or wasn't, you know, in the right condition, or whatever, something was wrong and they sent you the wrong item, or they didn't send you the right items, and they didn't send you enough of the right items, you can still make a claim on eBay, but that involves you having, eBay's going to try to look into it and do all this other stuff, but you might also have to end up going into court and doing with all this stuff, depending on how much money the item is actually worth. So I would highly recommend staying away from buying Pokemon cards on eBay, unless, of course, you know the buyer is legit, you get a lot of good reviews from the buyer, then I would highly recommend. But if you get too many people giving bad reviews on that one buyer, I would highly stay away from buying from them, because most likely they'll probably will sell you a fake, and you wouldn't even know it. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'll be right back to talk more about authentication. I'm gonna go grab myself a drink because I'm a little parched right now. So yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab my drink and I'll be back to talk some more about Pokemon. And sometimes, boys and girls, you might get people sending you some fake cards. Like, I'll show you guys. These are just a handful of trainer cards that I got. I bought like a whole, like my dude Trent will tell you guys. I bought basically like a $300 crapshoot on cards. Just thinking that maybe, just maybe I'll find out that really rare card or something, and you know, maybe that $300 would be worth something, but unfortunately I didn't get anything really rare. I just got a whole bunch of common cards which are not worth a whole lot of money. And in today's live stream, we're also going to be showing you guys some of the fake cards that I received. So this is what a fake card looks like, guys. So keep an eye out for these cards. This is a newer card, but this is a fake. And the way you can tell this card is fake is just look at how glossy the card looks. Like if you look at the card, you can see your reflection on the card. Like it's like you can see the light reflecting on it when I turn it this way. Like I could legitimately see the light reflecting on it through this way, and it just feels so glossy. It doesn't feel like just any old regular Pokemon card. It feels like this is like a handmade one at home. Like, you know what I mean? Like just copy the design on the card and just copy paste, you know, add a little color, and yeah, boom bam boom. You get like the folder paper. This feels like folder paper right here. This is like folder paper kind of card. So yeah, man. So that's why you do not want to buy cards online, because you might get cheated like this. This one was actually sold to me from a local person here. They put in a whole bunch of fake cards. Maybe I don't know, the dude said that this cards all belong to his brother. So maybe the brother bought some fake cards online and did not know about it. And probably, you know, the brother was stooped by it. And the dude who actually sold me these cards probably didn't know about it, because the brother probably never talked to him about it and never asked him. But the dude seems to know a lot about Pokemon. Now, granted, this card is fake, but you know, hey, people might still want to buy them, so I'm keeping them on the side. I might be selling them as fake cards and letting people know legitimately that they're fake, just to see. And I'll tell them like, here, I'll give you a really cheap price, or I'll sell it to you for $1 for a fake card. Just so that way you can hold on to this, and if you ever decide to sell Pokemon cards, you can buy this for $1, and you can show your friends or whoever that these are fake Pokemon cards. You know what I mean? So all the buyers out there, all the people who are selling Pokemon cards out there on the island can actually know what a fake card looks like, and they can show it to their customers. You know what I mean? The people that are buying their Pokemon cards, they can show it to them. So I'm gonna sell these for $1 a piece and getting people to buy them for $1 a piece. So I'm gonna tell them it's a great buy, because you can buy this card for $1 and you can show it off to the people buying your cards, so that those customers don't get duped and buy fake cards. So they know that you're not selling fake cards. You know what I mean? You can show them your cards. You can give them a couple of your cards, and you can show them this fake card. Tell them to feel bold, and they can kind of determine from there which cards are fake and real. So if I send those cards into PSA, those cards will get rejected right away, because this is how PSA goes. So let me show you guys the whole PSA process here. So when we go back to my account, we go into, this is the order that they go in. So they go to when you arrive, so it'll be in the arrive section when the cards get in. Then they're going to go to order prep. So this is just them putting it into the computer system and then just getting the order ready to begin processing and getting all the information for the card. Then we get into this stage here, which is the research and ID. Research and ID stage is just basically them looking at the card, looking at everything, making sure the card is legitly real. You know what I mean? It's just, and that we correctly identify the cards and getting it all ready for the grading process. Just making sure everything all is correct in the cards, and that we didn't do anything like screwed it up. You know what I mean? Whatever. So that's just doing that. Then we get into the grading part. The grading part is when they actually look at the card. This is going through the authentication process. This is them just double checking it, making sure everything looks good and everything like that. And then we head on to the next stage, which is assembly. Now the assembly stage is where they get the label printed and ready. They get everything all put together and kind of sealed and closed and everything like that with the PSA holder. And then we go into the next stage, which is the Q1. QA checkpoint 1. So this is your grade will be reviewed a second time for accurate. So they do one final review to double check that they accurately graded your card and your card was graded at the right accurate grade. And then after that we go into the next one, which is the label is reviewed to make sure that there's no errors on the label and everything's all good. Holders are made sure that the holders are together really good, that they're staying together, they're not any type of problems. And then finally it gets shipped back to home. So it's a long process of PSA, but those cards will get stopped right at this phase right here, the research and ID phase, and it wouldn't go past that because they know the cards, they would recognize the cards are fake, and they would send it back and say, yeah, these cards are fake, man. Well, they won't say specifically that, but they may tell you something else. And shout out to Fiji Water, man. I love me my artesian water. I don't know. We have a boss in my working place who only drinks artesian water. She said she can't drink any of the cheap kind of waters. Like, she's gonna buy water, it gotta be artesian. And somehow she got me hooked on them, man. She got me hooked on artesian water. Prior to that, man, I was okay with buying like the cheap water. Like, I was okay with Aquafina. I was okay with Dasani before. When I first started at my working place, I would always get a Dasani water to start off my day, and I'll pay like $2.70 for a small bottle of Dasani water. Now I buy the bigger waters, and what I do is I save my money by basically just reusing the water. So like when it gets to this level here, like it's kind of low, right? If it starts to get low, I would just get my water pitcher at home that we have, the bitter filter, pour the water from the bitter filter, fill out this water bottle, and then just reuse it at work until eventually I drink all the water from the bottle. When I drink all the water from the bottle, I throw it away and I buy a new one. You know what I mean? And then I go through that again, go through the same process all over again, and over again until, you know, yeah, basically how it goes. But anyways, man, would I recommend grading your cards? Technically, I gotta say it's not really worth it because it costs a lot of money to grade. Because as you guys can see the price range over here, let me show you guys the pricing range over here. So luckily PSA allows you to get the pricing range, so they will tell you the price range. So if you didn't want to get authentication, we can go with that. That's the So this would be the price range right here. So for a regular order, that would be $50. Your item can be maximum declared at $999. So if it costs $1,000, you'll have to go to the next bracket and pay $75. And then anything over $2,500 will go into the next bracket where you pay $200. And then anything over $5,000 will go into the following bracket, which will be costing $500. And then anything costing over 10 grand will go into the premium bracket, which will cost $1,000. Anything over that one, so the 49,000. Anything over 25,000 will go into the next bracket of $2,000, and then the second to last bracket would be anything over 99,900. Anything over 50,000 would be in that bracket, up to $99,999, and then the last bracket is at $5,000, and that's anything above. So if the price range is anything above that price range, if it's over $100,000 or more, then it will be the complete premium elite, and it will be worth that much it would cost you that much to grade. Now the thing is, I wouldn't grade the cards that would be in this price range over here. You would pay maybe 500 plus. I would not send your cards out to get graded if they're going to be graded at that price or above. I did send one card at the $500 range to get graded, and it came back a PSA 6. So is it really worth grading? It actually might be, because honestly that card does have an error. It's a Bulbasaur error with the length and length error, because one's supposed to be length and weight, but it says length and length. So there's a written error in there. So the written error would probably make the card worth more money. Now I don't know how much a Bulbasaur error goes for nowadays, but with it being graded PSA 6, it might be worth a little bit more money because it's graded and not ungraded. Now, at ungraded, it still would make a lot of money, but most of the time, people would probably prefer a graded card if they're going to do collection-wise. If it's not for a collection, if it's for them to just play with and use, then they're not going to look for graded cards. They're going to look for ungraded cards. They're going to look for the raw cards. Okay? So you gotta look at your market and see who you're trying to sell to. Are you trying to sell to collectors, or are you trying to sell to people who just want to play the game of Pokemon, like play the Pokemon trading card game? You know what I mean? Because if you're looking to sell it to people who are trying to play the Pokemon trading card game, the actual game itself, then you wouldn't want to grade your cards, because how can you really play a Pokemon game with graded cards? You know what I mean? Like what? You know what I mean? You're gonna hold up all these plastic graded card stuff like this? Like, I got the card right here. Yeah. So what? Like, let me show you guys the card. So this is my PSA 6 graded Bulbasaur with the error. So what? Are you gonna be holding all your cards like this and being like, okay, I choose you, Bulbasaur, and placing this big plastic thing down on the counter? No, you would not. You would not want to do that. You would rather just have a card just raw like this, where it's just like, you know, I choose you. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Or even more raw, just like this, and say, well, that ain't a Pokemon card, that's a baseball card. Have the card like this and say, Erica's Weeping Bell, I choose you. You know what I mean? And just place that down and put it in attack mode and say, I'm attacking this monster right here with this. I get these energies. I'm using the energy to blast and destroy this monster. You know what I mean? They would rather have the card like this than like this. So it kind of depends on your market demographic of who you're going to be selling to. Now, most of the time nowadays, you're going to probably see more people buying for collecting, not so much for playing the trading card game. The trading card game is not that popular anymore. So you will probably want to get your cards graded if you're trying to really work towards that market. Now you also gotta think too, what kind of people are you selling to? If you're selling to parents that have little kids, you would probably rather want to send the graded cards, because the ungraded ones, or you will probably want to sell them the junker cards, to be honest, because the junker cards, the ones that are in junk shape, the kids can put it and they can destroy them, and they're not really going to care too much about it, because they're not going to be paying too much for the card, and if it gets completely damaged and destroyed, hey, I only spent like $20-$30 on the card, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But if they're anything over double digits, so let's say they're 10 and above, they probably will have the common sense to know that the cards should be kept in sleeves and kept in good condition. You know what I mean? If they're over 10. If they're anything under 10, like maybe if they're like 6, like maybe like 6, 5, 4, or 3 years old, they're not gonna know. They're just like little infants. They're like babies. You know what I mean? You give a baby a Pokemon card, most likely what they're going to do is they're going to stick him in their mouth and they're going to try to chew on the card or whatever, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm not saying a 5 or 6 year old is just like that, but I'm saying like they're too young to a point where they're just going to be rough with the card and they're not going to really think to take care of the card, you know what I mean? Unless they're one of those quirky little kids, you know what I mean? But that's really rare to come across. Like, it's really rare to come across a kid that's that quirky at that young of an age. And I hate that my mic keeps on falling down. Like shit. I was doing this whole live stream and I didn't even realize my mic was on the ground. But anyways, guys, yeah. So yeah, basically, all in all, moral of this live stream is really keep an eye out to what you're gonna grade, guys, because not everything is worth grading, and it's. So basically, moral to the story is not everything is worth grading, guys, and you should take the grades with a grain of salt, and you should kind of just think about it and just, just know that, the grades do matter, but, just don't take it to heart. And basically, if you do grade the card and you send your card off to get graded, I know sometimes some of you guys might think, yeah, if it comes back a really low grade, I might as well just take it out, but find a way to break it out of the case and then just keep it in the binder itself, right? But no, you should keep it in the case because you paid the money to get this card graded. You paid the money to get it in this hard casing and stuff like that, so why would you want to take it out of it? You paid all that money to get it graded. I mean, and you might as well leave it in the case. And even if it's a junk card and it gets graded really low anyways, you might still be able to make some more money. You just never know with collectors nowadays. With collectors and everything going up, and the Pokemon 25th anniversary is going to be next February, guarantee it's going to be going up in value, and guarantee people will buy this at whatever price they can get their hands on for these bad boys. You know what I mean? Like this card, if I offer it locally, I guarantee I can make about 8 to 10 grand off of this card just by itself. You know what I mean? At PSA 6, I think it can sell pretty well. I think I'll probably even get $1,000 for sure. $1,000 for sure in this card. Graded at PSA 6. You know what I mean? But don't think that if you have a card error that it's going to be worth a lot of money, because it could just be like a very common error that you've seen on too many cards, that there was a lot of cards produced with that error, that it's worthless. It's a worthless error. Or it could be a fake error, you know what I mean? It could be that maybe like someone just, maybe the card could be legitly real, like, this could actually be the Bulbasaur, but maybe someone just wrote in the length part, like maybe somehow they whited it out, or they did something to the card to add in the other length when the length wasn't really there. It wasn't a length card, it was actually a length and weight card, but they forced the error into the card, you know what I mean? So that will decrease the value a lot. So you also gotta know that if it's an error card, you gotta double check and make sure that you know what type of error it is, and make sure it's a legit error and not something that someone did manually just to cause the card to look like it had an error, so they can make more money off of you. So do not get scammed while buying Pokemon cards. And if you guys have any questions on Pokemon whatsoever, I will be leaving my email in the chat section, and in the comment section below I will leave you guys my email address. Anyone who is interested in talking about Pokemon can email me. I don't feel comfortable giving out my personal phone number just because of everything going on with COVID, and not only because of that, it's because of, there's been a lot of scam calls going on recently. There's a lot of stuff going on with scams and everything like that. I don't feel comfortable with giving out my phone number to people that I honestly don't know in person. Like, if I meet you in person and, like, we talk for a bit, we talk about Pokemon, we do all this kind of stuff, and you deal with me, you buy some of my stuff, I buy some of your stuff or whatever, and we do deals and stuff like that, then I'm okay with giving out your phone number, giving my phone number to you if we meet and everything seems all on the up and up, you seem like a legit nice person, I will give you my phone number. Well, we can exchange phone numbers. But if it's just out of the blue, you message me on like OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and you want to contact me, I'll give you my email address. I'm fine with giving you an email address, but I'd rather not give you my personal phone number because I don't answer my phone 9 times out of 10 anyways, because I get a lot of scam calls on my phone, and I do not want to be caught dead answering a scam call. So I never answer any phone calls on my phone. Like, if I'm getting any phone calls and I don't recognize the number, I don't answer the phone at all. But of course, if I do know I ordered food recently and I'm getting a phone number that I might not recognize, I'll probably answer the call because most likely it might be my delivery guy telling me, yeah, your food's here, or oh, they didn't have this certain item on the menu. Would you like to switch it out for something else? Although they should just text me, I would prefer a text. You know what I mean? I'll answer a text message more than I'll answer a phone call. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys found this video a little bit useful and helpful. If it did, please give it a like, share the video, comment, and subscribe for more content, guys. I'm gonna sign off, guys. I'm gonna be hanging off to sleep. It's midnight right now, so it's time for me to go to sleep. I'm gonna go sleep right now and relax. Cause I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Cause I gotta help my dad tomorrow. We're gonna be my dad. Well, actually, I paid for my dad's new air conditioner a couple months or weeks ago. Actually, we went to go searching for a new air conditioner because my dad's air conditioner was starting to have problems like smoking or whatever the problem was. I forget what the problem was exactly, but my dad's air conditioner was having problems, and so he felt it was time to go buy a new one. So, but he didn't have the money to buy the new one because he put our brand new refrigerator that we bought on his card. You know what I mean? He paid for our new refrigerator that we got on his card. So he didn't have a whole lot of money, so I actually paid for his air conditioner. And finally my dad feels like tomorrow's the day he wants to put in his air conditioner. So yeah, I gotta wake up kinda early tomorrow to help him out putting in his brand new air conditioning unit. So yeah. I'm gonna be hanging out to sleep, guys, but yeah, that's it. See ya. Peace. And yeah, again, if you guys do have any questions about any type of Pokemon related stuff, you guys can always message me. I will leave my email address I'm gonna put my email address right here in the chat section right now, so anyone that is watching, you guys can actually email me. Just let me know when you do email me that you found me from my YouTube channel, Hawaiian Anime Time, or Asian Music Base Twister, whichever channel you guys see me from, and just tell me like, yeah, I'm just messaging you because my dude Trent, like if you're friends with Trent, because I know a lot of Trent's friends actually started watching my videos because of Trent. So if you guys did start following me or watching my videos because of Trent, you could just say, oh, my friend Trent sent me to one of your videos. I saw your video on YouTube and I wanted to get some advice on Pokemon cards or whatever. So yeah, just leave that in the email in the email. Just tell me that in the email, and then we can actually go ahead and I will evaluate your cards. I'll do whatever you need help with. I will help you with. I'm down to help you out. But as long as you email me and don't contact me, like call my cell phone and stuff, because I will not answer cell phone calls. I promise you that much. Until we actually do meet in person, I probably won't answer a phone call from anyone because of the high number of scam calls. Because I'm always afraid that, the next call that I pick up will be a scam call, and I'm afraid that I'm going to be that one person that gets duped and ends up, giving away something, like, important, like, maybe giving away my credit card information or giving my debit card information to someone, you know what I mean? I'm afraid that I'll be that one person that gives away this card information, and then, I lose out on, like, plenty of money, you know what I mean? Because that's the type of person I am. I'm not saying, like, I have a feeling that could possibly happen. I don't know for sure that that'll happen, but I'm just saying it might happen. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this live stream, guys. If you guys did, please like it, share it with your friends. Let me know what other type of content you want to see me do based off of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever you want to see. And then we will be doing some more reviews and some more anime coming out very soon. I got my Soul Ear Knot review coming out in the next couple of days. So if you guys are interested in anime at all, stay tuned for that. That will be coming out very soon. I'm going to be making a full-length video on it. We're going to do my thoughts and review on Soul Ear Knot, whether or not it's worth checking out, or whether or not it's so not worth checking out. But anyways, I'm sorry for the bad pun. But anyways, Anyways, that is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow or the next time that I do get to do another live stream. Probably tomorrow, because I'll be doing some more unboxings of some Pokemon cards. And my boy Trent actually did shoot me up on offer for a deal, man. A deal of a century. He basically told me if this deal goes through, or if someone buys my card, I offered him a deal where if someone buys my Yu-Gi-Oh card, I will give him 10% of the profits if he does meet the buyer and gives him the card. So if that goes through and that happens, my dude Trent is offering to give me a whole bunch of Pokemon cards for free to unbox for my YouTube channel. And I thought this was kind of crazy. This is like a lot of money. I'm surprised he decided to do this. But you know, hey, it's cool, man. And because of him doing it, I'm gonna offer him to be a part of the video. So I'm gonna offer him to be a part of the video. We'll do like a big video. I'll probably get like I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe we'll grab like our phone or something. We can try to figure out how to get it to work where we can do a live stream, or we can do like two camera views or something. Like we can do live streams on both YouTube accounts. So we'll do like a live stream on both YouTube accounts, and we could probably do like one live stream off of my tablet and then one off of my my phone or something. We can both be streaming, so Trent could be streaming on my main channel, I could be streaming on this channel, or vice versa, you know what I mean? And we can do like a dual stream, and we can like stream from both channels and try to get more people watching the stuff, and as the unboxing cards from, you know, all around. So I don't know, guys, we will see. But anyways, that is it, guys. That is my email address. Do not leak it out to the public. Just know that this is my email address. You guys can email me any questions you might have about Pokemon, and I'll be down to answer it. If you have any questions about Yu-Gi-Oh, I can try to answer those as well, if you guys are into Yu-Gi-Oh. But I'm pretty sure you guys aren't, because not too much people are into Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. But anyways, that is it, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys did, guys, please like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and leave a subscribe, man, and like the live stream. It just helps me to know that you guys actually do enjoy the content that I'm actually putting out on here, and that it's not just a waste of my time to do these live streams and do all this. But anyways, guys, yeah. More giveaways to come in the future, guys. So if you guys are into giveaways, we're going to be doing a lot more giveaways, anime-based giveaways, and K-pop-based giveaways. So if you guys are into that, please stay tuned, man. We get more giveaways on the way in the future. And when I do get a chance, when I do get my new gaming computer, I will do a video where I do unbox it. So if you guys want to see an unboxing of my new gaming computer when it does come in, I will do a full unboxing of my gaming computer, and I will also do a full goodbye to this computer that I currently have right now. And yeah, guys, I guess that's it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, guys. And if not, have a good night, man. It's 12 a.m., 12:10 in the morning. It's time for me to go sleep. So have a good night, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a good night's sleep. Or, you know, I hope you guys are wide awake and doing whatever you need to do for a day, if it's daytime for you guys where you live. But yeah, that's it. See you. Peace.